Well, country music cruise fans, here we are talking about really what I think is what makes the country music cruise special, what makes it unique, and what really drives people back to it year in and year out. And when I say we, of course, I could not possibly talk to you without these two fabulous people I have here alongside me, Dan Rogers and Lorianne Crook. Today, we're talking simply about the magic of the country music cruise, what makes it so special, the simple fact that at any given time, in any given place, you just never know what's going to happen. You never know what artist you're going to run into. You never know who you're going to see in a line on shore. There's a unique, I just don't have all the words. One of you take over for me right now, because it's hard to speak. It's hard to say what makes it so great. You just never know what's going to happen.
Well, you know, it's the up close and personal part of it. It's that magical thing. And I think you're right. I think there isn't a word or a sentence to explain it. It's something you have to experience. Like, you know, the autograph sessions where you get to actually stand in the presence of one of the stars. You're their friend. And you get to talk to them for a few minutes. It's not like, you know, running it through, you know, some kind of, crazy line or something. You actually get to take a minute and have your moment with an artist, which is very, very rare these days.
It's amazing to me to watch how these artists appreciate their fans so much. Yeah. They appreciate them. And I'm not ragging on any other artists from any other era, but there's something about the artists on the country music cruise and their relationship to the fans. And Dan, you're at Grand Ole Opry. You get to see this up close and personal all the time, but there's a uniqueness to the ship as well. What is it? Why do country artists love their fans as much as they do?
You know, one thing that I think is special about the ship when it comes to artists and fans alike is that it's carefree. I mean, you have to, get to your show on time and that sort of thing, but you do have time both as a fan and as an artist to relax. You don't have to get in your car and find a parking spot and all that sort of thing. It's like once you're on board, life's pretty darn good. And so, you can sit back and really relax and strike up a conversation with the person sitting next to you in the Lido or at a show or what have you. And that's the case for fans and artists alike. It's just I think there's just a appreciation. Everybody is glad they're there. I mean, Every single person is glad they are where they are. And it just makes for, interesting conversation. Fun things can happen along the way. Just overall a great week.
And that's the perfect actually transition. So we dug up a couple of clips from last year that really perfectly put this as a picture for folks so they can understand what we're talking about. The first one we're going to see now, gentleman gets into line and into an autograph line, and Lorianne, you mentioned autograph lines. He gets into autograph line. He's got his guitar, and he's going to get his guitar signed by some of the folks he loves in the music industry. And right there at the front is Randy Owen. And as he comes up, we'll let you watch the clip, but where else in the world do you walk up to an autograph line? Randy Owen grabs your guitar, tunes it, and has a go. Let's have a look at this. Just watch the reaction from the gentleman and the people around him. This is perfect. Let's have a look at a cool, unique country music cruise experience.
Y'all sing it. Will the circle be unbroken by my Lord, by my amen? There's a banner on the way in the sky, Lord, in the sky, in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
I tell you what, a moment like that probably, I don't want to say that's a highlight of the guy's life, but the gentleman, that was certainly, it's got to be the highlight of the last decade. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Oh, I know. And then, of course, everybody else in line got to be the backup singers for Randy Owen. Everybody singing, "Will the Circle Be Unbroken?" It's just a priceless moment. And like you said, just a real experience that you just cannot get anywhere else.
Now, you know, Dan, you and I don't do this as much, but there's some people on here with us, Lorianne, that create their own little moments with artists out of nowhere. I believe you had one of your stud muffins had a birthday, and you took advantage of that moment.
I took control a little bit. I don't know if he knew that we knew it was his birthday, but we thought, now wait a minute. His fans are all here. He's singing. This is a big event. Well, let's just heighten it up a little bit and have a big old surprise for Tracy Lawrence. Here's what happened.
The song is, and you all know it, the song is Happy Birthday, because today is Tracy Lawrence's birthday.
I'm 21 today. I can have my first glass of legal wine.
We have a big old cake backstage that all the chef, it's a 10-pound cake. I thought this might be a little more appropriate. All right, y'all, come on now. I'm going to start it, and you sing as loud as you can. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Hit it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tracy. Happy birthday to you. To the best country music fans in the whole wide world,
Absolutely.
to Tracy Lawrence, long may your music live and long may you grace our stage.
Thank you for your friendship. 30 years.
You keep singing, I'm going to go eat the cake.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday to me.
I mean, even the stars get surprised.
But I have to tell you something. Backstage, Tracy Lawrence made fun of my singing. He says, "Lorianne, you started out sounding like a guy. Happy birthday." Tracy Lawrence doesn't like my singing. That's okay, though.
He's now on my bad list. No one gets to not like our Lorianne. That's not how this works.
He's an honest friend, and so I appreciate that in him.
You know, another cool smaller event that we get to do on board is, and actually you champion this every time, is the cooking. We get to do some cooking shows. And Lorianne, you love to do a little cooking on board.
I do. I mean, seriously, cooking is part of the overall country music lifestyle. So many of us love it. Oh my gosh. You would not believe how many of the country stars are excellent cooks when they're at home. I mean, I'm talking about Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. Oh, we all know Trisha Yearwood is as well. But Linda Davis is a wonderful cook. She's been on my cooking shows in the past. So here's what we did. We kind of cooked up, John Carter Cash, the son of Johnny Cash, is a friend of ours. And he's an excellent trained cook. So we grabbed one of his recipes that he created especially for his mom and dad, Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash, because they always tried to be healthy. And it's called Jamaican firefish. And it has a little touch of a special ingredient at the very end that kind of, it brightens the flavors, but it kind of tones down some of the peppers in it. And so this is how that went.
Okay, so topping it all off, a squeeze. Listen, not just a squeeze. John Carter says you have to half a lime on every single serving.
Oh,
so,
I never played.
do we have a fork out here? Because usually I just kind of, oh yes. See, this is how I do it at home. See, how do you do it, Chef?
Exactly the same way. Yeah,
Look, see, there you go. Look at that. You have to have it, and there you go.
Not just a pretty face, huh?
She has got the talent.
What else you want to know about Johnny Cash? Give me one more.
Just his all. When he went to the prison.
Yes.
And played in front of the inmates, that was just amazing.
Yes.
No one had ever done that before. To go there and do that,
Right, and have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, the way he related to those guys. And he got a little naughty, and he used some kind of rough language, and they loved it. I mean, just show he cared about people. And you know, you may know if you're a fan of his, that's one of the reasons that he decided to wear black his entire life.
Really?
Because he had such a heart for anybody that might feel like they were downtrodden, they had made a mistake, life was not fair, and they needed to be lifted up. He did not want to wear anything light or bright because he wanted to show that he was there with you in your despair.
Absolutely.
And then he would let the light be Jesus.
Oh!
That's where he pointed everybody.
What better way to end this wonderful recipe from the Cash family with that statement? Yes, ma'am, you got it. Thank you all. That's the recipe. And say a prayer for Johnny Cash.
That looked really good. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even that hungry, and now I'm hungry.
So we were blown away by John Carter Cash's recipe for Jamaican firefish. And I was blown away that Chef Nick, one of the great chefs on the ship, I believe he was from Germany.
Yep.
He was such a fan of Johnny Cash, and he appreciated knowing a little bit more about him. You see, that's what we do. We kind of dig in and we really get to the heart and soul of country music, even on a cooking demonstration on the ship.
Well, you know, we're talking about unique moments that can be created on board, and where else in the world do you watch a show featuring an artist that you love or a group of artists that you love with all your heart, and then go to bed and get up and almost 100 out of 100 times go to the same breakfast spot, the same lunch spot, the same dinner spot that they are going to? You can't. How many artist interactions happen just in the buffet lines?
A million.
A lot for me, but that's because I spend a lot of time in the buffet line.
So you are our expert then. You know, we actually put a camera on Larry Gatlin because Larry loves to tool around the buffet lines. And so we actually put a camera just on Larry just to have a little fun. And there's really no other words for it. Let's have a look at Larry surprising some folks and having a good time in the buffet lines.
These guys, they've never been on a ship before. They're kind of rocking. I was walking straight, and they were just kind of everywhere. See, release me and let me love. We have got country music all over this crew. It is piping in. It's seeping up through the floors. I mean, I went out on the balcony, last night, get a little air, and it's just over the waves. I mean, it's country music. How can you beat that? Follow me. This is the thing, and it tells you where we're going. Good luck. Lido is on 9, I think. My wife is not here. She's getting a massage and a pedicure. And so our chances of actually making it to the Lido. Ladies, do y'all know where the buffet is? The Lido buffet?
Yes, we do.
Oh, now, lady, don't stop. We're on TV. You're on TV, lady.
You can leave that right this second.
Oh, you did it. You did it. You're in the show now.
Yikes. You want to go down? Or no, we want to go up.
Boom, 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 boom.
That gospel show was so amazing yesterday.
I'm sorry?
That gospel show was so amazing yesterday.
Of course it was. You sound surprised. Of course it was. We're professionals. That hurts my feelings.
No.
Where y'all from? I'm Larry.
I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Angela.
Kansas
City Chiefs.
Donna,
Kansas City, I mean.
Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
You're rooting for the Chiefs, right?
I really am.
Good.
Yeah, they beat my Titans. That what? But they're great. They're
We're
great.
sorry about that.
And that kid, Patrick Mahomes, from Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Steve and Rudy went to Texas Tech. And so, we're from Odessa, not far from there. So,
I could live in Flower Mound.
Flower Mound? Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where are we?
Have a good day, you guys.
Y'all too. Go Kansas City. Okay, here we go. I like your shirt, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
What's your name?
Dennis Sheeran.
Dennis, where are you from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yes, sir. We enjoyed your music yesterday.
You're on TV now.
All right.
You got your hair
All
all
right. Oh,
Look at these
pretty.
nice people.
All right.
And your favorite group is the Gatlin Brothers.
The Gatlin Brothers.
Right.
Larry, Steve, and Larry,
Stephen,
and Rudy.
And
Is it Rudy?
I think it's Willard.
Willard.
Larry,
That's it. I knew I was.
You know, our friend Mo Bandy is on the cruise.
We
What
saw
a great
him too.
guy. And see, our dad's name is Curly.
Curly.
So when we're together, it's Curly, Larry, and Mo.
Three Stooges. No doubt.
Stooges.
At least you're not the little rascals.
Well, we were that when we were kids. All right, let's see.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
enjoyed it.
Oh, we're on TV. Oh, good Lord, lady.
Sorry, thank you.
No, wait a minute. You're supposed to, let me show you. Let me show you how to do that.
Okay.
You do it from up high. You look up this way, lady. Kind of like, hi.
Hi. Thank you.
There you go. Have you eaten yet?
No, I'm getting an omelet.
Okay,
You want an
let's get-
omelet?
I do. Miss Christine, were you in line there, darling?
You go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no, we'll split one.
There you go. Guess I ought to get a picture.
No pictures, lady. I'm kidding.
You like this, don't you?
Yeah. Now look, I told you, you got to keep.
Yeah,
see,
I know,
keep it
but
high.
I'm in the same boat.
Okay, now who's going to punch you? Let me see if my veneers, are they showing? 6,800, they better show. You help buy them, darling.
Well, this is a wonderful cruise.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're a great nurse.
Well, thank you.
You really are.
You know, I think Miss Charlene was first. She was but that's okay, I'm a big star. No.
I just want French toast.
Oh, she just wants French toast. Okay. Get out of line, lady, if you would just want French toast.
I wasn't sure where the French toast was.
Where's the French toast line, please?
Thank you very much.
All right, you got it. So, this is, what's your name?
I'm Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Married to this woman?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're a lucky man.
51 years.
51 years. What's your anniversary?
December 21st.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that
My
yours?
mama's birthday is December 21st, and she got married the day after, on 22nd, to my father, the day after her 18th birthday.
Oh, really?
How about
I
that?
don't know, they were married 72 years, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she went to see Jesus 2 years ago. Dad's 92. He's still hanging in there.
So I tell you what,
That's
you're from a long livers.
Long livers, I do. I come from a line of good DNA.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to be here a while. You're going to have to put up with me.
Yeah.
We're doing a TV show.
Oh,
I mean, you know, we're trying to do...
what is wrong with these people?
I'm just kidding. How are you?
I'm very good.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a great
What's your
time.
name?
Nancy.
Where are you from? Nancy.
Canada.
Canada. N-A-N-C-Y. You know how you spell Canada, don't
Canada.
you? C-A-N-A-D-A. Okay.
I'm from Hamilton, Ontario. We call it the Hammer Town. It's still
I've
city.
been to Hamilton, Ontario many times.
Yeah,
My friend
have you?
Ronnie Hawkins lives
Oh,
right outside
yes.
you know Ronnie Hawkins, crazy old rock and roll.
Yes, yes.
Tell him I'll be back in 40 days.
Well, Dan, you said you are a connoisseur of the buffet lines. I don't know. Larry looks like he might spend as much time there as you do.
No comment. I have to see Larry soon. No comment.
Yeah, fair enough. You know, we're kind of joking around and we're laughing about it, but really, this is clips like these. We have hundreds of these. We have hundreds and hundreds of minutes, of hours of footage, of just interactions, just where you're getting in out of an elevator and there's Tracy Lawrence, where you're walking down the hallway and there's the Oaks, and you know you're doing this, or Randy's grabbing your guitar, and on and on and on. There is, to steal a word that you used earlier, Lorianne, there's an intimacy to the country music cruise as a whole. I think beyond just the venues, the cruise itself becomes intimate in its own way, because you do come across the same folks, not only moment after moment, but sometimes day after day, and sometimes year after year. You see these folks coming back year in, year out, as I like to call you on stage, and I believe in this, as the heartbeat of the country music cruise. What does it mean to you, the cruise itself?
Oh my gosh. The cruise to me is its own world. I just call it Planet Country. It is, and I use this word a lot, and I guess I should apologize for it, but I'm not going to. It really is magical. It is magical on so many levels. It is spiritual on so many levels, because I deeply believe that music is such a spiritual and emotional thing. But then on the other hand, just as you have said, it's so casual. You're able to just let loose. And I'll give you just a little hint of something. And I don't want you to bust Joe Bonzel on this. But as you know, there are some rules, there are dress codes. You know, even just going to the buffet, there are just basic dress codes where you have to have on shoes and a shirt.
We don't ask a lot, Lorianne, but we ask a few things.
Just a little something on. Well, I don't know if you know this, Jason, but Joe Bonzel, every morning, we and the cruise fans, we all see Joe Bonzel coming down in his bare feet. We have not reported it. We're all in on this. We said we will never report him, but Joe Bonzel is having breakfast in bare feet.
You know, I do think I have a photo, Lorianne. I do think I have a photo on my phone.
All I will say is he is a part of the Country Music Cruise family. And at some point you have to, you know, he's like the furniture. He's been here a few years, right? You know, we cut some corners. We allow some graces.
He has privileges, Jason.
Exactly. Now, Dan, I'm going to throw this one to you, and I'm going to put you on the spot. And I don't mean this as
I'm ready.
If you were, what would you tell people that you care about if you were trying to convince them that the Country Music Cruise was worth their time and money?
Oh gosh, you know, it's like, it's such a no-brainer. It's hard to like think. It's hard for me to even think of convincing someone to go do this, because you just start with here are the top 10 reasons you should come. Are there any questions? You know, it's everything we've said, from great music to just the fact that everybody is glad they're there. It just feels great from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. And the only bad thing about it, I would say, is that feeling you get when you're over half the week and you're realizing that it's going to come to an end for that year anyway, in the next day or two. It's the only thing I can think about that is any negativity whatsoever.
And that's really well said. I echo those statements perfectly. And Lorianne, I guess we'll wrap up our moment here by saying a message from you to the Country Music Cruise fans. Anything you want to say to all the folks that have been on 1 or 2 or 700 of these with us, or maybe you're just thinking about one coming up?
Oh my gosh. I think that our cruise friends have no idea how much we love them. We tell them, I see the stars, tell them, we see the interactions and the special moments. I just don't even know how to tell them, you know, all of the artists could get on the cruise, and yes, they could have fun with each other. But when the fans who so appreciate the music, and the stars will even say that, I mean, they will point to the audience and say, I'm here only because of you. They mean that. Yeah. So just the energy, their excitement, just the love on board, that may sound kind of cliche, but man, you feel that love, not only just from the stage to the audience, as we've been talking about this whole time and over all of these wonderful series of clips that we've been doing. I mean, you just walk out of your cabin or walk down a hallway and there's laughter and love and joy and music. If I could live on the Country Music Cruise the rest of my life, buddy, I would be there. I would be there.
I think Dan and I probably sign up for the cabins on either side of you.
It's true.
To all our Country Music Cruise fans out there, like I said, whether you've been on one of these or all of them, or whether maybe you're just signing in because you're thinking about joining us on a Country Music Cruise, it really is worth your time. It's something to check out. It's a unique experience. It's full of love. It's full of good times, so many great memories, and so many interactions with your favorite stars throughout the years. I think you said it a moment ago, Dan. A lot of these are the songs that are the soundtrack of most people's lives in every way. And a chance to be in the room with the people that sang the song and watch them singing the song is a pretty cool thing. So like I said, whether you've been on 1, 2, all of them, or maybe just thinking about your next one, we can't wait to see you soon. Any final words as we get out of here, Ms. Lorianne?
Oh my gosh, I just wish I could be with you guys always. Let's just do this again and let's keep the cruise going, and just can't wait to be on planet country again.
Amen. How about you, Dan?
Miss everybody and look forward to seeing everyone real soon. Stay safe until then. Love y'all.
Absolutely. Be safe, be kind, treat each other with some empathy, and soon enough, we will be back on the Country Music Cruise. Love you all. See you soon. On behalf of myself, Lorianne, and Dan, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining us today, friends. If you're interested in more real country music and a real good time, check us out at countrymusiccruise.com.